guys, so as you can see, this is going to be a little bit of a different video. I'm actually staying in a hotel room here in Vegas filming for my other channel. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I'll have that linked up in the corner, but I thought for today's video we could kind of switch it up a little bit. So I actually have some new-ish products. I mean, they're not like new, but they're new to me that I'd like to try in this video. So I don't have like a ton of makeup on because I do want to test out some of these products with you guys. So what I picked up is, I was at Sephora the other day and I saw another one of the Natasha Denona Diamond and Glow. Like, this is supposed to be a different shade, or it's not supposed, it is a different shade than the one that I have already. I didn't know this one existed, so I did pick this one up. I also picked up a trio of the Pat McGrath matte lipsticks. I've never tried any of her formulas, so I thought that having like a mini trio could be kind of cool. I also have, let's see, what else did I have? I have a eyeliner from Makeup and Murder that I totally forgot to use when I was making that video, and I also have the Moonfall bundle by Shroud Cosmetics that I also haven't tried, which is like these three colors right here. So I kind of put together like a bit of a color story here that I thought could be kind of fun to work with, to bring with me. So those are the products that I think we are going to be using. Now, I still haven't bronzed my face, but I'm going to use my Hourglass mini bronzer. This one is in the shade Diffused Bronze Light. Just looks like this, and I thought that maybe it could be interesting to film this video here because this is in natural lighting, obviously. I mean, I'm very uncomfortable here sitting on the floor, so I don't know how exactly the angles are going to be at all time because I can already tell I need to switch positions here, but I just thought it could be interesting to maybe film a video again in natural lighting because that's how I started my channel. That's how I used to film all of my videos in the first like 6 months almost. Maybe it wasn't that long, maybe it was more like 4 months, but I just thought it could be kind of fun and maybe something a little bit different, maybe just have like a different background, you know, from time to time. Maybe that could be fun. So I do come to these hotels about once a month is when I try to do this. I've only had my other channel for about 3 months now, I want to say, and I really haven't posted that many videos. I only post there about once a week, sometimes not even that. So when I am at the hotels, I thought maybe I could just take advantage of that and, you know, film another video, because why not? Let me know how you guys feel about this, because it is pretty easy for me to just bring my camera and film, because usually in Vegas rooms there's pretty good like daylight and big windows, so it just works out well, I think. And yeah, I've actually had a really good night. This has been a really nice hotel. The last couple of hotels I've stayed at hasn't been as good, even though it's still been like a good experience, but I haven't had anything really to complain about this time, which it's been really nice. My only complaint is that the pillow wasn't perfect. Don't you guys also have like a very specific pillow preference? Because I know I do. The pillows in these beds were just a little bit too high and too dense. I don't know. I'm not the kind of person who can sleep with a lot of pillows, but I still want a pillow, and I want that pillow to be nice and soft, but not firm, but also not like super high and not super low. So I don't know, I'm very specific, and when the pillow is just like a little bit too high, I just couldn't really sleep very well. So, oh, and I also forgot to bring my earplugs, which I always sleep with earplugs because usually my husband snores a lot, so it's just like a safe thing for me to sleep with earplugs now, and I've gotten so used to it that when I don't have them, like if I can hear anything in the background, like background noise, like air conditioning and stuff like that, like I just have a really hard time falling asleep. And I know a lot of people like to have background noise when they sleep, but I've just never been that person. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the Natasha Denona mini here. I'm very curious to see how different this one is going to be from the one that I have. Did I end up buying the right? I think I ended up buying the wrong one. Wow, that was such a fail because I picked up the one that I already have. Yay! Wow, I'm such an idiot. What was I thinking? That really sucks. Because I was in the store and I opened up another one and I was like, wow, this one is so different because it had a matte blush in it instead of a shimmery blush. And I just got so happy, and now I'm so sad again because I'm not able to try it. So I'm so sorry about that. I feel like such an idiot, but I did bring a blush, so I guess I'll just use this one. Now the problem is that I don't have any highlighters, which, man, I suck today. This is just, it's not a good start for the day, but what can you do, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and use my blush here from Lancome. This is one of the blush Subtile. This is in the shade 363. And you guys know that I've been raving about these blushes. I think that they are so, so beautiful. And it's so weird for me to do my makeup in natural lighting now because I'm so used to my studio lights. And like I was saying in a different video, when I was doing my makeup in Norway, like the lighting in the bathroom there was just so bad. and I mean there was basically no daylight, so I didn't really have that option. And she also lives in like a basement apartment, so there really was no light at all for like the week that I was there. So this is very different from the lighting that I obviously normally do my makeup in. I'm so mad that I don't have any highlighter because I don't want to open this one, obviously, because I'm just going to exchange it for another one. So I don't want to have it be used, obviously, because then they can't resell it. So that really sucks. Is there anything else that I can use as my highlighter? I really don't think so. I'm just gonna have to be without highlighter today, you guys. That is so sad. So sad. Alright, well, I guess we'll just move on to eyes because I guess that's what's left since I don't have any highlighter. So I'm gonna use my Natasha Denona eyeshadow base here. And I do apologize if the settings and the sound and stuff isn't the best here, but I mean, I'm in a hotel room and I can't really control my surroundings, so it is what it is. I don't really have a microphone that I can bring to use with this or any lighting, obviously, if it's not perfect, but I think natural lighting is good, you know. I think it's good for makeup tutorials. I wish more people used it, but I totally understand why. It's just not that easy to control daylight either, you know, because I remember when I used to film using natural lighting and the sun would come and go, and it would just be so frustrating because it would go from being like super bright to super dark to being perfect, and then you'd constantly have to like change the settings on the camera, and it was a pain in the ass, let me tell you. Even for me living in Vegas and having sun almost every single day, it was still such a struggle to get like decent lighting, and I literally cannot get comfortable. Like, how am I supposed to sit? Like, I'm sitting on my feet right now. I need to rearrange myself a little bit before we get into these eyeshadows because I can't sit like this. Let's see, what do I want to do today? So I basically want to work with like this row here because those are the new ones. I don't know if I'll be able to use all of them, but I definitely want to try to use as many of these as I can. So maybe I'll start off by doing something. Do I want to do something green? I kind of want to use that blue though. I'm very tempted to use that blue. Maybe I'll use the blue and the green. Maybe. I think I have an idea. So here's my plan. I'm thinking just because we have like a purple, a blue, and a green, maybe I could use the purple, the blue, and the green in my crease and do like a three-tone crease, and then I can just kind of, you know, stack those depending on where I have them in my crease. So maybe that's what I'll do. I did bring enough brushes, I think, hopefully. So I guess I'll first start off with the lightest of them, which would be the green here. So I'm going to take the green in the first part of my crease, and then we'll move into the blue after. And this one is called Algae from Glaminatrix. And you guys have probably seen me use this shade before because I absolutely love this color. I almost went to put this in like the first half of my crease here, but I gotta keep this a bit focused because I forgot that I was gonna go in with the blue after. So I'm gonna put this like in the first third or so, and then I'm gonna move into the blue like I just said. And then I'm gonna take the same brush. This is my Vaffer number 13 brush. I have so many of these, you guys. So I'm gonna take another one and I'm gonna go into the blue one here, which I would guess is from Devinah, just from looking at it. Oh, okay, so it's from Sydney Grace. This one is called Oasis. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the middle of my crease here. I feel like I've done a lot of like 2 and 3 tone creases lately, but I go through phases, you know? I feel like I have a phase where I'm like, I don't want to do any cut creases, and then I have a phase where all I want to do is just smoky eyes. And now I'm kind of on the 3-tone bandwagon, I guess, but I'm not mad at it because usually these looks come out pretty cool. So, and I also really like the color combination that we're working with today. I think this is going to be a pretty fun look. Okay, so next up I'm gonna go into the purple. This one is from Devinah. It's called Tacenda. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the outer portion of my crease as well as in my outer corner here. So like, now that I'm sitting here in a hotel room, it makes me think of just the fact that we're going on vacation and not that long, and that we're going to Australia, and I don't know how I feel about that anymore just because of everything that has been going on there lately. Like, it's just so scary, and I feel so bad for everybody affected by the fires and everything, and I just don't know if I'm gonna feel safe there. Like, of course I want to go still because we've planned this for so long, and like, I know that Melbourne hasn't really been affected yet, enough at least that we should be worried about it. Like, I've asked so many people, and I've been looking at the updates and stuff, but just the thought of going just makes me kind of feel icky in a way. So I don't know. I hope it's gonna be okay, but at the same time, it's hard to know that we're going there just for fun when there's so much bad stuff happening right now. Like, one of the main reasons why I still want to go is because I have plans to meet up with my friend Prue. If you guys don't know Prue for some reason, even though I've talked about her in like 100 videos, I will have her channel linked up in the corner, but she's like one of my best friends on YouTube, and we've basically been talking since the beginning of both of our channels. We pretty much started at the same time, I'm pretty sure. We started like maybe a month apart or something, and we've just been really close this whole time, and she's already booked her flight to come see us. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on my lower lash line. I probably need to get like a towel so I can wipe off my brush. I don't even know if I brought a small brush. Just so not prepared today. I found a brush. Now, I was looking up close in the mirror in the bathroom at my purple, and it looks so patchy, and for some reason it doesn't look as bad out here. Okay, it kind of does look pretty bad. I don't know, guys, I just don't like Devinah's mattes. I keep saying it over and over and over again, and I keep trying to convince myself that they're not that bad because everyone else seems to absolutely love them, but I just don't. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have tried Devinah and how you feel about their mattes. I can't be the only one. I'm also going to do the same thing with the other two mattes that I have in my crease, and basically just do the thing that I have in my crease on my lower lash line here. So I'm just going to continue with the blue matte. And this color right here, this green, is one of my favorite mattes in my collection, like in my whole collection, not just my singles collection, but my whole collection. It's just such a cool shade. Okay, so let's move into the shimmers now. This is the first one that I'm going to use. This one is called Soulstone. Like I said, this is from the Moonfall bundle, and I'm gonna go ahead and take that on my MAC 242 brush. Gonna go ahead and spray that. I did bring a little bottle of MAC Fix Plus because I need to open this. I can't live without this, especially with shimmers. I just need it in my life because I'm so used to using it. So I don't want to take this too far. I'm just gonna put it on top of basically the outer portion where I have the purple, because I do need to make room for all of these three shimmers. But that is a beautiful color, and I feel like this is going to really help with like whatever patchiness I have going on out here. Wow, that is beautiful. Alright, I really like that shade. I'm gonna go back in with the brush that I used the purple matte with and just make sure that I blend these two together here. And I'm going to wipe off my brush on my little white towel here. Hopefully the hotel won't be mad at me, but I feel like they're used to stuff being dirty, you know? And then I'm gonna move into the blue here. Let's see what this one is called. This one is called Night Song. So I'm basically going to do the same thing with the shade and just put it in the middle of my lid. And then we're gonna finish off with the green. I do kind of wish that the green was a little bit lighter since it is going in the inner portion of my lid here, but I do have a yellow shimmer that maybe I can use to top it with. We'll see what happens. So, I mean, look at that shadow. Doesn't that just look so beautiful and metallic? Let's see how this looks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is beautiful. There's something about me and blue metallic shimmers that just go hand in hand, I feel like. I might have to go in with a bit more of that purple because I feel like this blue is overriding it just a tad bit, but it'll be fine. I think it's all going to blend very nicely together in here. It's funny because when I swatched these in the video where I tried out the new palette from them, they didn't seem as metallic and good as they do on the eyes. Obviously, I didn't have a primer on and I didn't spray them when I swatched them. I mean, duh, but going on the eyes, they are so beautiful and so much prettier than I expected. Not that I wasn't expecting them to be pretty, but like sometimes I feel like shadows just, you can't do them justice until you put them on the eyes and see the actual just like shininess and shift in them, because it's just, this is just so pretty. And then lastly, I'm gonna go into the green here. Let's see what this one is called. Artifact. Here's what it looks like. So I'm gonna put that in the first portion of my lid. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel like this is a very chill atmosphere to be filming a video in. I know that the sound is probably not going to be great because I can hear a lot of just like buzzing like in the background. Like I can hear the mini bar going on and I can hear the traffic outside and stuff, but honestly I just don't care because this is fun. So I feel like this shade isn't really doing it for me as much as the other ones. I think it's just because of the combination of everything, and there's so much going on right now But this one just doesn't really stand out enough to really make me go, wow, you know? So I have no idea where the camera turned off, but I think I was saying that I'm gonna start going in with some more of the shimmers now and just kind of go back and forth and make sure that everything is the way that I want it to, because I just want to bring in this blue a little bit, because now I layer the green over the top and I feel like it took over a little, and I'm also going to do the same with the purple and just kind of bring that back over the blue. So not gonna lie, I think this looks really good actually. Surprisingly good for sitting in a very uncomfortable chair trying to film in a hotel room. I think what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take a little bit of this shadow from Glaminatrix. This one is called Lemonade. It's basically just like a yellow shimmer, and I just want to pop a little bit of that in my inner corner. I might even layer it just a tad bit over that green, because I feel like this is just a little bit too dark for me to have in the inner portion of my lid here. I'm just gonna take a little, I'm not gonna spray this, I just want to use it to sort of brighten up a little bit and just layer it gently over that green. I feel like I did a look recently that was very similar to this, but it could also just be because I love this color combination, and sometimes when I do this color combination the looks just kind of turn out to be very similar, but that's okay. I'm not mad at it. I'm actually very glad to be wearing this the rest of the day. Alright, so I think that's gonna be it for eyeshadows. Did I bring something for my waterline? I feel like I did, but I don't remember what I brought. I think I just brought one thing. Oh, okay, so I did bring like a dark blue. I guess I figured that that would go well with the rest of the look. So I have DTLA from Colourpop. I don't even know if this one is available anymore. I remember last time I used this and I went to grab the link, I couldn't find it. So maybe this one is discontinued or something. I'm not really sure, but I love this eyeliner. And then I think what we're gonna do is I'm going to open up the Makeup a Murder eyeliner here and see how this one is going to work. This one was buried in the bottom of my package and I totally didn't see it when I was like unboxing everything and showing you guys in the video that I made. If you haven't seen the videos that I've made with this, I will have those linked up in the corner as well, but I literally didn't see this in the package, so it looks like it's just a basic eyeliner here. It says on it, forensic eyeliner pen, shake well, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shake it very well. And I find a lot of the time with liquid liners, like the first time you use them, they're not going to be the best because they kind of need to have been used a couple of times so that the ink has gotten through the felt tip here. I think this is a felt tip. I don't know. Let's go ahead and try it. I'm not gonna do a wing. I'm just going to kind of do a line up here. It's definitely very wet and it goes on the eyes very easily here. It does tug a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be my favorite liner of all time, I can already tell. Like, it's just a little bit too stiff for my liking. I definitely prefer like brush tips. I'm pretty sure this is a felt tip, but it's a very fine felt tip. And it also seems like it's taken a while to dry down, so I definitely don't want to be opening my eyes fully right now because it's probably going to transfer. I also feel like it's taken a little while to just like build it up over the shimmer shadows here. I don't know if that's because of the shimmers that are doing that or if it's because of the eyeliner, but I just don't feel like it's as opaque and black as I like in eyeliners. I don't think it's terrible by any means, it's just not my favorite at all, so don't know how much I'll be using that one. I'm gonna give it another couple of goes at least to figure out if I really like it, of course. I'm gonna put on some mascara. I'm gonna use my Badgalbang, of course. Alright, let's go ahead and finish off with lips. I'm going to open up this little trio of my Pat McGrath lipsticks so we can see which one it is I want to use. Man, I'm going to make a mess in this hotel room. Maybe I should open this over the trash. Alright, success. I was able to get this open, so here is what the lipsticks look like. They all have that little mouth thingy on it, so let's see. Here's the first one. This one is called Christy. Let me just go ahead and do some quick swatches of these. So I have not tried her formula before. That feels very, very creamy and looks like a really nice nude. Honestly, probably the one that I'm going to use because I'm boring. Let's see, here's the orange one. This one is called Beautiful Stranger. And this just looks to be a bit of a darker nude here. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's more of like a pinky nude. I don't know. I mean, they're both really, really nice. I like the tones of those, and I feel like those are colors that I would use a lot. The last one I think is more of like a red. This one is called Flesh 3. Oh, it's not a red at all. So it's kind of like a dark brown. I guess this is more on the nudie side as well. I'm not really sure. Yeah, so it looks to be a very neutrally dark brown. I don't really see much of an undertone here. It doesn't look to be too warm tone. yeah, I really like all of these. I think those are beautiful. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the lightest one because that's just kind of what I'm jiving with right now. So let me know if you have any of these mini sets and if they are the same formula as her big size lipsticks. Okay, so these are definitely matte, I can tell for sure, which I kind of like that. But they do go on very, very smoothly here. You know what? I really like how that feels. I wasn't sure how I felt about it when I first started putting it on, but given how dry my lips are and how bad they look before I put on lipstick, I honestly think that this made my lips look healthier and better than they did before. And sometimes when I have like really dry lips, bullet lipsticks just don't lay very nicely on top of that, but I feel like this looks really good. So I think that's gonna be the end of the video. Now let me know how you feel about this format. I would love to do these again if you guys want to see them. So yeah, let me know what you think, and let me know if you tried any of the products that I tried. I'm still so mad about this Natasha Denona duo because I was so sure that I picked the right one, because man, I was like looking through all of them to make sure that I didn't get the one that I already had, and I still bought the one that I already had. So such an idiot sometimes. But overall, I really liked everything that I tried. I would say my least favorite thing was probably the Makeup of Murder eyeliner. But to be fair, I didn't really try that many new things. So that doesn't mean it's bad by any means. It's just that I didn't love it. So that's gonna be it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you want to see some similar content, maybe, I don't think I have any, here's a couple of more videos. And if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!